Welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Online Business. This is Paul Evans for Nichology.com. It's estimated that 20,000 plus a month try to begin their online business. And the sad reality is that most of those will never make a dime, not a penny. They will spend a lot of money. And even if they make a dollar here and there, compared to what their outgo is, their outflow is, their expenses are, they're not going to make anything. And so this series is to help prevent that and train you in the basic elements of beginning an online business. It seems so simple when you're talking about going online, getting a course that shows you how to start and just replicating it. But there is a critical beginning step that almost every new online business owner eliminates. They forget about. And this is it. Step one is to think offline. To begin with the same mindset that it would require if you were going to start an offline business. Now, some of those elements are that you would begin with a dream. You would be able to see what you were going to start, how you were going to start it. Now, the exact opposite happens online. They go, I want to make money online, and have no clue how. They don't know what they're going to sell. They don't know what they're going to do. And I hope that you are not in that category. If you were offline, you would see the exact business that you are going to open. Most offline people don't simply go, I'm going to start a business. They say, I'm going to start X business. And when we say an online business, that is too broad. You need to know specifically the type of business that you are going to start before you ever begin. Number two, they have a plan. Usually an extensive business plan, because that's what's required to get certain people, certain organizations behind their dream, behind their idea. And so what type of plan are you starting? What type of plan are you putting together for your online business? How structured is it? How well thought out is it? How much evidence is involved in it, so that you can prove to other people that this idea that you have, this dream that you have, can actually become a reality. Financing. Now, the great thing about an online business is, for the most part, there is very small barrier to entry when it comes to money. And because of that, most people don't take it seriously enough. And you can start an online business for under $100 if you are creating most of the product, or if you are reselling a product that's digital and you simply get paid as a result of the sales that you made. And so it causes us to feel like I don't have to take this too seriously, because if I lose $100 or $200, then it's not too much. Well, I have several offline businesses, the cheapest of which took about $100,000 to get started, and the most expensive took over $1 million to get started. And so when you compare it to offline, it seems like, well, online's the way to go. But don't forget to have the same mentality and the same serious nature about your finances as you would in an offline business. The legal aspects, whether you become a corporation or remain a soloist or a partnership, or if you decide to get an LLC, what is going to be your legal entity for your business? How are you going to be represented out in the online community? Are you simply doing a hobby? Are you taking the legal steps necessary to become a legitimate business? Now, I know a lot of people will say right off the bat, well, it costs $300 to $500 to even get incorporated. I just don't have that type of money to start out. That type of mindset, and I'm not saying that it is 100% necessary, because if you're taking a risk in an area that you are not real versed in, it may seem like $500 is too much to spend. But if you have the mentality that you can't risk $500, the question is, do you really need to be in business? Now, I know a lot would disagree with me on that, but if you're not able to even risk that, how much do you really have to lose? And chances are that you're going to be in for some major disappointments unless you have enough focus and resolve to fight through doing everything free or low cost online and overcoming the disabilities that come with trying to do everything that way. But legally, what protection will you need for the business that you are starting? And then there's just so much more. as far as getting your online checkout components in place, getting your website, your domain name. See, we've not even talked about any of these elements yet. Getting your marketing in place, your pay-per-click if you choose that route, your article writing, your submissions, so many other elements that you need to think about from the beginning so that you're not sold in a way that says, do this one element and you can make money online. And you get into that element and you realize, wait a minute, there's 20 other elements that I need to know about. So do your research on the front end. Take the time to do the research and think offline. Now don't just think, but become. We often hear people say, treat your online business like a business. Treat it like a business. I say it's got to be more than that. It's got to become a business. You can't simply think like an entrepreneur. You need to become an entrepreneur. You can't simply think like a business owner. You must become a business owner so that you actually embody the things that are going on in your mind. Now, this is a mindset and a philosophy, and it's a step that most people really want to skip because they don't think it's that important. They want to know about the techniques and the technology. They want to know how to put up their website. They want to know how to upload their files, and those are important and they're necessary, and you've got to have them to be able to do business online as an information marketer, and that's primarily what this series is about. So if you are going to become an online entrepreneur, you need to start out with the mindset and philosophy that this is a business that I'm starting. It's not simply an experiment. It's not simply a hobby that I want to pursue, but if you are seriously interested in making money online, you have to think about it in terms that you are operating a business that hopefully one day you will be able to sell to another person for an incredible amount of money. But if you just start out thinking that I'm going to open this little website and I'm going to make $1 million off of it, and that's the limit of your thinking, it's not going to happen that way. So begin with the mindset of thinking offline, considering all the elements that are necessary. Bring those into your online mindset and philosophy. Well, that's it for part one. Next time we're going to look at a business model for information entrepreneurs. Components needed for success online and for maximizing your online income. Until then, have a great day.